This is a message for the adults as part of Carney Academy. I hope that you're well. I hope that you are taking care of yourselves. It's really strange being away from you, particularly on a Saturday. But I hope that you are keeping creative. I hope that you're still finding ways to engage with your own creativity. So the reason for these videos is to allow us to keep connected with you. I think it's really important for yourselves, but also for us as artists and teachers, to keep going, to keep finding ways to connect with you properly. So what we're going to be doing is looking at making some monologues, and instead of me just sending you over some scripts to look at and turning them into monologues, I thought it'd be really interesting to really go back to the root of what we were interested in this term, which is the idea of ghost stories and horror, and looking at the theatricalities of horror on stage. So the book that I mentioned to you, which I happen to have just here, is The Woman in Black, just here. So this is a really interesting novel, mainly because it's really rooted in traditional storytelling, traditional ghost stories. The writing almost feels quite gothic. And what I would really like you to do is to take the extract that I've sent. So Ruth has been given an extract from this script as well, this novel, which she will send on to you. And I'd really like you to turn that into your own monologue. So how you interpret that is completely up to you. So you can write the monologue from a different character perspective. You can age the character, so thinking about if this was told from the actor's perspective 20 years later, that might be a really interesting thing to consider. You might want to look at turning this monologue into the perspective of the woman in black. That might be an interesting thing to do. She actually doesn't have a voice in this piece as such, so it'd be interesting to hear her kind of perspective. And what I would like you to do is film yourselves presenting your monologue. So there are two ways that you can do this. You can generate the monologue, generate the idea of what you want your character to say, and improvise it for a camera, which I think would be really interesting. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can write it down and you can read it out for the camera. The other way of doing this, if you don't feel too comfortable being in front of a camera itself, is to write it down. So you're welcome to write down your own monologue, your own script, send that across, and I will have a look at it for you. So what I'm hoping to do is, over the next couple of videos, is unpick some of the technique that we use for monologues, for storytelling, and see if we can embed those into your own unique monologues. If we can find a way to perhaps share these monologues amongst yourselves, I know that you have a WhatsApp group, I don't know if that's a possibility of doing that on there as well to keep everyone connected together, not just with me. I think that'd be a really lovely way to work. But yeah, so that's our challenge, to keep rooted in what our interests were for this term. I think is a really nice way to continue to move forward. So again, I hope you're well, I hope you're staying safe, and hopefully we will be able to see each other face to face again very, very soon. So keep well, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye.